Are you fucking kidding me? I look like a fucking clown. These people, they'll think it's a cooking show. Oh my god. Okay, let's start. Since 2022, Russia has dominated social media discussions with their propaganda and disinformation that seem to be absolutely everywhere. They're everywhere. How it all happened and what was its downfall, all this and much more in today's episode of The Soup Central. Russians, they're absolutely everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Telegram, WeContact, YouTube, and believe it or not, even Tinder.
It's not a Tinder thing.
It's like they want to make sure every corner of your virtual life is touched by their deceitful presence. So next time you swipe right on a profile with suspiciously patriotic bios, just know you might end up on a date with the Kremlin operative. Firehose of falsehood is basically the old Soviet model of propaganda moved to the digital age.
No, we live in the digital age.
The model focuses heavily on volume. Comments, memes, videos, funny photos, they just keep popping everywhere.
To Philadelphia is a complex place to say the least. Ask anyone who spent any amount of time in Kensington, in any capacity, and they'll tell you that it's a humanitarian.
Anyway, they appear on each and every social media site available. Now, the message is mostly bullshit. It's actually only bullshit.
Oh, what do you mean bullshit?
Steve Bannon, Trump's former chief strategist, called it flooding the zone with shit. Flooding is the right word for what the Russians do. They spread these fake stories around the clock, working in 12-hour shifts. Imagine a mass production factory line, but it produces just bullshit. That's exactly how it works. Well, they won't brainwash me. I'm sure they can't. But that's not even their goal.
Wait, what do you mean?
They wanna confuse you.
Oh, I'm already confused.
They wanna overwhelm you with the information, but they also wanna entertain you.
Ursula von der Leyen. Ja. Keine, nein. Spreche die Deutsche.
Who doesn't like a weird conspiracy theory?
I think that Lee Harvey Oswald was in on it. Is there another you out there? There's a lot of weirdness with the moon landing.
Or read made-up gossip about a local politician. We simply love that stuff. But at the same time, all these mixed messages may confuse us. The model works especially well in a low-trust environment, meaning a society or community that has low trust in local politicians, journalists, and authorities in general. And naturally, these confusing messages often lower this trust even further. It's almost like the disinformation agents are just trying to give us a crash course in skepticism. Congratulations, citizens! You've now graduated from the University of Trust Issues with a major in Question Everything. When I said that the model uses a mass production approach, I meant it. There are hundreds of so-called troll farms around the world where people write comments and articles and they all have a quota to meet. Write 100 comments every day, never mock Putin, that kind of stuff. And it's not only Russia that uses this strategy. Many countries and individuals have stolen this tactic and are now using it for their own good. You've got Nigerian firebrand pastors spreading divine disinformation.
Is this heaven? Yeah! Is it heaven?
And health gurus selling the latest wellness fads infused with just a pinch of misinformation.
I want to start branching out and giving more information to people that don't have it.
No, thank you.
Disinformation circus, my friends, where everyone wants a piece of the deceptive pie.
I want some of that too.
At some point, the Kremlin just got lazy and started stealing narratives from conspiracy theorists. Those Ukrainian bioweapons labs funded by the US, stolen from a QAnon follower called Jacob Creech, who tweeted about them on the first day of the full-scale invasion.
My dad, he always sounds a little crazy, but this was like a whole different level.
With Firehose of falsehood, the number of arguments content matter much more than their quality. The goal of this is simply to drown out The goal of this is simply to drown out competing narratives through the massive volume of messages. This quantity over quality approach has also led to a lazy recycling of the same old photos and videos and claiming they're fresh. We've even seen videos from previous conflicts, like Syria, being claimed to be from Ukraine. But the Russians have tried to produce some fresh propaganda too. In March 2023, a video with Ukrainian troops,
I know what that means,
abusing civilians circulated on social media and was even shared by Russia's foreign ministry. They were like, look at these Ukrainian villains! But oops, turns out the video was about as authentic as a unicorn riding a rainbow.
No, I don't think so.
It's a classic case of propaganda gone wrong. Remember kids, always fact check before you hit that share button. The bad thing about all this is that social media platforms have no way to track and eliminate these organized troll farms, as they usually follow the platform's rules and regulations. The good thing is that grassroots organizations like NAFO, and their fight fire with fire approach have been formed to fight this type of high-volume, multi-channel propaganda. But we will talk about that a bit later. Another bad thing is that there is a big business revolving around social media manipulation, which makes it easy to create fake popularity around any kind of message. All you need is money. So, in the next episode, I'll reveal how anyone with money can become a social media superstar. But for now, I say goodbye to you, my friends and soup lovers. We'll meet again soon on the next episode of the Soup Central.